most of these things, we try to rely on the goodwill of our partners, you know, and so we've started the conversation. We are in talks with some agencies, and I would like to say when we went to Pakistan to support what you're saying about the corporate social responsibility, we had meetings with the founder, the global founder, the founder of the Muslim Hands, and they expressed commitment to see how they can collaborate with us to support our madrasas. So we are working on it. It's just that we are constrained when it comes to resources. But I'm sure the next phase of our resource mobilization will try to look at some of these things.
How far are we there, your recruitment of a project manager?
With the recruitment of a project manager, the process has started. You may have noticed that in the newspapers, we sent out the vacancy advertisement. People have expressed interest, and it is being looked at, definitely. And also, for the sake of the record, I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel overwhelmed. Thank you.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
With all the capital projects we have heard in your presentation, I haven't heard of the water hydrants. We are aware that all the water hydrants we have here in the Gambia are since colonial times, and that will also contribute for security. So, what is stopping the OIC from funding this water hydrant?
Nawak is here. I think they can answer. But as far as, just like I said, the OIC would love to do so much, but we cannot, unfortunately, be everywhere. But notwithstanding, like I said, we try to provide as much support as possible to our security services. I've been part of meetings with the Gambia Fire and Rescue Services, where they have come up with some of the needs that they want us to consider for our next phase of resource mobilization. And I'm sure these are things that probably, you know, we can look into definitely.
Yeah, sorry. You want to tell me that the design of your road did not include fire hydrant? This is why I say it's high time you guys are putting a program to understand these issues.
Sorry, say that again, sir.
You want to tell me the design of your roads did not include fire hydrant?
The technicians are here, they can assist.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Now we are getting so many things wrong. Yes. Yes.
As I said, the distribution network, which is yet to be finalized, have fire hydrants and some of the components. And if I may take you back, some of our projects that have been implemented recently, they have fire hydrant components. The challenges we have with most of the fire hydrants are the existing ones that we have. A survey was done to assess the fire hydrants we have. In Banyu, during the study, we had 243 fire hydrants that were installed. But unfortunately, it is only 173 that is available now, because people have built on them, you know, they have put concrete on them, and so that's the problem. But for most of the projects, as you may know, even the Basel project now, the Become Market project, they have 500 components. So those are integral part of some of these projects that we embark on for public safety.
No, it's okay. He has mentioned it. That is the fire hydrant. Because almost all new projects now are coming with these facilities now. In Basel Market we have 4, in Become also we have 4, and these things are coming with it.
So we want to.
One other very important thing about fire hydrant is the abuse. You know, that we continue to see by our fire servicemen, because you know the fire hydrants are meant to fight fire. But unfortunately, wherever you have construction going on, you go there, you see fire tenders taking water there, and it's being abused. And during the process, sometimes because the way they do it, they break a lot of them. You know, like even last week, there was a meeting in Brikama, and this was some of the concerns raised to the fire service. Like today, at least they are damaging this fire, that is not sustainable. So that's another big challenge.
So, Honorable Chair, what have a suggestion? That's the last passing we are.
Thank you very much for the whole day. I mean, we thank everyone before my chair was the meeting. With regards to the Mr. Fadela's intervention, he always mentioned that we used to go and negotiate. Yes, it's good to negotiate. It's an advice, it's possible, and then the permanent secretary is also here, which is DPS and also now director. We do negotiate for funds, come to Zambia. So during our negotiation, we always negotiate and get the money and give back the same money to those people that will give you the money and then control you the way to use it. The other thing also, it's also good to allow Gambia to do their own planning. During the planning process, you share it together. They cannot give you money, control you, and tell you how to use that money. And in which you have to repay. Like Mr. Juan has mentioned, he is now waiting for Saudi to decide, tell them what to do. Now Saudi is dictating them on what to do. And why they could have sit down here and negotiate with the contractor or tender again without Saudi being aware. After tendering, then they send everything to Saudi and send the report to Saudi. But now before the ending, you have to wait for Saudi to tell you what to do. There was a court argument for you to pay. I think the best thing is for them to allow you to decide also on you and then put it on you without waiting for them to control you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Vice Chair. That was informative. So, before we close the meeting, let's recap the most important thing. First, I want the committee to make the ruling on the absence of gun works. I want the committee to swiftly make a ruling so that it's declared and taken on place.
Yeah. Are we not presenting for the job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Huh?
Let's go.
Honorable members and delegates, what do we do now? We push it was 5 hours. We already straight up to 5 hours. Why not we call Jam to come separately before? Oh, you can just submit your documentation. People are here for a very long time and it's not fair.
No food for that matter.
Yeah. So we just want the committee to quickly make a ruling on the absence of gun works quickly, and then so that we can have a report.
No, they came. Yes.
We allow them
to leave.
when they are
Right, and we do our ruling.
Yes.
That's confidential.
Yes.
Okay. Now we want the PS to give a very quick remark, then we give action point. That should be escalated. Then you guys go, we will make our rulings. That is the PS.
So PS is on the board.
It's just remark. It's not a testimony.
Remark.
Yes, it's not a testimony. This testimony you use the money. This is a statement. You can go ahead.
Like my sword.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, honorable members of the National Assembly, the Senate Committee. We sincerely appreciate you inviting us here to give an update with regards to our implementation progress. This is very important. It is important in the sense that it increases our efforts to make our development aspiration realizable. All the branches of government are important players in terms of making development achievable. The executive, the legislature, we have to work hand in hand to make sure that what we desire is going to be able to achieve it within the time spans available. East August House called us to come and do a presentation with regards to what we've been doing past period. And I think if we continue to do this, it is going to help not only for the accountability purpose, but also in terms of doubling our efforts. In-house, we try to do a similar approach, try to ensure that the projects implementations are monitored, and then we try to ensure that the implementers are also accountable for us. Equally, we are appreciative for the fact that you put us on that footing, so that we also present to you what we are doing. So we sincerely appreciate this, and we hope and pray that we continue to make this collective effort so as to be able to achieve the aspirations that we have for this country. I know we sometimes have different opinions, different views, but then at the end of the day, I think what matters is that we all want something more important for our country. The way we look at it might be different, but the bigger goal is that we all want this country to move to a better position. So discussions can sometimes differ, views can sometimes differ, but it's the government that we have. So on behalf of the team, I want to thank you, the Senate Committee, and to say a very big thank you for giving us the opportunity to give you updates and also to clarify the issues. But to also say that we are always available whenever we need clarifications, whenever you need us to give you updates in terms of what we are doing at our level. We're very happy to come and give you these updates on this honorable house. We have a lot of respect for the house, and we continue to give that respect. And we make sure that we continue to collaborate so as collectively we are able to achieve what we desire for this country. Once again, on behalf of the entire team, I want to say a very big thank you, and assure you that we continue to give our support, and also to assure you that we continue to work so that together we are able to achieve the goals that we have defined for ourselves. Thank you very much once again for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you very much, the PS and this committee. I can also assure you, we work hand in hand with all the institutions, because at the end of the day, we all want to see this country move. The only thing I'm insisting on, since I came to the National Assembly, business will not be as usual, and that one I will never deviate from that. It's not going to be as it was happening before. Procedures and everything will be followed under any circumstance. That is it. It's not my making or anything. But we work hand in hand, and we will on the road. I'm sure it's going to be very smooth. So I just want to give NRA some of the action points that we have escalated. NRA to submit all of the report of the 15 kilometer roads, the Battle Harding, the Hakana Road, the Kia Road. We want to have all these reports. I don't know. Latest Wednesday. I'm sure there is no further work. We're only going to print them and bring them so that we can look at them more. We're going to have extra sessions to look at all of these reports. So, yes.
Just to confirm, is it the presentation?
Right.
Yeah, because when you give us the presentation, we are going to know the values of this. I think because initially I said you give us the name of all the projects, but when you give us this report, I'm sure you'll be guided. Yeah, please. So the OIC, you are also going to submit your report on the hotel process. I said it earlier. All the agreements, the IMOGAM agreement, everything about the hotel. We want you to submit that too, so that we can further advise ourselves. I have a very able clerk. He sent, instead of you guys submitting, you can submit to this email, committees@assembly.gm. I think that's going to be faster so that we can get this.
Mr. Jada, you want to take that email?
Yes, I'll get it. Yeah, we'll give it to him. So, part of the action that the OIC Secretary is going to escalate is to submit the report on the hotel that Mr. Fadera made, and also on the process. As far as that hotel issue is concerned, we're going to get latest Wednesday. And also for you to appoint your project manager, because our next interaction, we want to see the project manager here, please. It's a way of providing employment of governments, please. If other parties are pushed because they are this, let's bring in somebody. Please.
Why always that language?
So the GCAA, you guys are
who is pushed? Who is the party pushed?
The GCAA, please, you also need to submit your report, your presentation of the VVIP, please, latest Wednesday too. Now your water and electricity project and the game project, latest Wednesday, please. So we thank all of you for coming. It has been a very long day, and we thank you all for your presence. And no, but we are also guests of floor. I'm sure it's your respect for floor. That's why we are here. We are very, very happy, and this interaction is going to be very frequent now. Probably every month we are going to meet. We're going to meet every month, inshallah. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and we
pray before we pray.
Individual prayers, please.
The honorable members, no need to stay for the ruling. We will do this tomorrow.
No, we need to stay. Are you going on with that? You